Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Go! At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
Check 53. I can't believe they let you play.
46. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Elliott. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Yeah, kill. Sweat, hey. You gotta get that. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49.
Hey, Ripley.
Jam. Check 3. Sponge.
Hey, yo, go gun.
Kill. Turn up.
Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
Now a give right side. McCoy trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Yellow.
Silver.
Right side.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he's got this down to the 35. A 3rd down gain of 19. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Mahomes going to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
35-yard line.
Yellow. Line.
Number 53.
Hey, Ripley.
Hey, get 66. Bullet high.
Throwing quickly, Mahomes gets this out to Watkins. So they say we'll let that completed pass stand, and we'll bring up 3rd down instead as they decline it.
So they're comfortable with the yardage. The big thing to them is what you pointed out, getting it to 3rd down and making a play there.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
It's just me and you. Check 3.
Hey, 57.
Flat.
Now here's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back under heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Mahomes to throw once more. His pass caught at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field, all right? This is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short game. But I wouldn't abandon the run total.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. LaShawn McCoy taking it in as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Chiefs 7, Cowboys nothing.
Check back, 50. We're going to 54. Right here. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Shit. Check. Deuce. Check nickel. Watch the safety creep. Hatchet. Check your hot read. Then we're going to 53.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He's got his target. It's Cobb. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
24 is the mic. Let's go. 24 is the mic. Here we go. Listen. 24 is the mic. Gun. Watch QB's up. Here we go, 47. 26.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And that's caught inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Prescott from the gun. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Cooper was the intended target.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
I'm trying to collect. Yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 2nd and 15 now. Mahomes. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 4th down, on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. This will be fielded at the 17. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. A 1st down carry by Elliott. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he floated one out there, incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin, and it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. Right there.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Let's go. Bang, bang.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
At the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
55's Mike. Tell her. You gotta go.
Mahomes now to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And Butker able to put this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
This is fielded at the goal line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a give right side. It's McCoy. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again to McCoy. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 3rd down, here's McCoy. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. So after the run by McCoy, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
54 Mike. Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day. He's checking.
A give to Williams, running right. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. 3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check. Check. Check.
15.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second? Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, an 80-yard touchdown, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. 1 play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Check. Watch 54.
Now Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. This is caught at the 20. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill taking it in. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. That's a tough combination to defend. You know Patrick Mahomes has the big arm, and he's got the elusiveness and the speed. So even though you force him from the pocket, he's still dangerous.
Bad idea, in my opinion, to force him from the pocket. Do everything possible to hem him in and make him make the throws from right there in the center of it. And look, we know he's got the big arm. You just noted that. But when he gets outside, it puts so much stress on your defense, trying to locate where receivers are, make sure you're covering them, and he can throw the ball the length of the field. So you just tell a receiver, just keep going. He'll find him, and he did there.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big run that time by Elliott, and even 60 yards. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And they'll get him down right around the 16. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now Prescott. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Stop me. Go, get out there, get out there.
Now Prescott on 4th down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. Intended that time for Cooper.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
We ain't giving up no. Yellow.
Whip. Watch it.
15.
Crunch.
49, check 49.
Mike's 54.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.